intentions for this holy month, and what do you also advise Muslims about?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace of Almighty Allah be unto everyone that is listening to us or that is reading this program. So, first of all, we give thanks to Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Peace and blessing of Almighty Allah be upon the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Thank you very much, my brother, Dr. SHeikh. Thanks for being there always. Thanks also for your liberalism and your sense of humor is somehow that I do admire a lot, because since inception of your career as a journalist, we've been seeing how fair you are, maybe because of your knowledge about the secularity of this country we are, so that you are promoting peace and harmony. We appreciate you for that.
Thank you, sir.
Because you don't segregate between Christian or Muslim or traditionalists. So we appreciate that in you, Mr. SHeikh. God bless you.
Amen, sir.
Yeah, come to your question. Ramadan, as a Muslim, Ramadan, that month, we call it holy month of Ramadan. It's the most holiest month in Islam. You know, we have 12 months in Islam as we have 12 months in Gregorian calendar. So out of those 12 months, Ramadan is the most holiest. So as a Muslim, we must respect the month. With what? With more piety. So you must be more pious than you've been before the month. So to know that we are in a kind of special month. So Ramadan in Islam is a commandment from Almighty Allah. It's not voluntary. It's an obligatory. So by this, it comes once in a year. So, and when it comes, we observe it according to the rule of our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Quran chapter 2 verse 150. So says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you who believe, we decreed on you fasting in the month of Ramadan, as we decreed to those who before you. So that commandment alone comes directly from Almighty Allah. So, and when Allah commands, you obey as an obedient servant. So, when now Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our Prophet now say, Sumu ruhuya. You fast whenever you see the moon when the moon is sighted, you fast, and you break as well when the moon is sighted as well. So by the grace of Almighty Allah, according to the moon sighting committee, this year 2025, which is going to 1446 in Islamic calendar, 1446 AH after Hijrah, while it is 2025 AD. So we commence by this coming Saturday, which is March 1st, 2025. So that means we are praying Tarawih on Friday, 29th of February. So, and Ramadan starts March 1st, inshallah. So that means he corresponded with the Gregorian calendar this year. March 1 will be Ramadan 1. March 2 will be Ramadan 2. So till 30th of March. So because Ramadan won't be 31 and won't be 28. It's either Ramadan is 29 or 30. So by God's grace, as a Muslim, every Muslim need to prepare him or herself for that holy month, because we need to double our actions, even in multiple, our actions or our deeds before Ramadan. So because of the reward in that month is overwhelming. Reward in Ramadan is so overwhelming that if for example, if you have a reward for just one action when there's where there's no Ramadan, during the Ramadan, that same act you did before Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He is the one that will write the reward than no angel. So He is the one that know how many reward that is given to one good deed. So that is why everybody eager to do more good in that Ramadan, to get that multitude award from Almighty Allah. So that is first. Another one is that that you see many people will call something zakat in Islam. Is the fourth pillar of Islam, zakat. That is giving, taking out of your wealth, out of your belongings, so some certain percentage to the less privileged. So some do hold it till Ramadan time before they do it, so that they can get more reward. So, and also Prophet Muhammad said in some of his sayings that if you feed one person that is fasting during Ramadan, you will get the reward of that person that fast, and it is not decrease his own reward. So definitely, as I'm fasting now, and I still have the means to feed another person during the iftar, that the break, and sahur, the dawn food, that means I'm having another reward of fasting. You can see now that that means my fast is now 2 for that day alone. So what of if God give me that chance of feeding like 10, 15, 20 people, you see that the reward is, going higher and higher. So those are the things that is in the month of month of Ramadan that people are looking forward to. At the same time, Prophet Muhammad said, one Ramadan to another Ramadan is a kind of abolishment of sins. As Christians do say that Jesus died for their sins, so Ramadan, from one Ramadan to another, all the sins that you may be already sent to Allah will be abolished during that Ramadan. That is why people are praying for long life, so that I shouldn't die before the next Ramadan. So those are the benefits in that Ramadan. Reading of the of the Quran in Ramadan, because it's that Ramadan that Quran also revealed and sent down to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So also during that Ramadan, there is a night in that month called Laylatul Qadr, the night of destiny. Quran elaborated it to us that one night, anything, any good thing, any worship you do that very night is the equivalent of somebody that worship Allah for 1,000 months. And 1,000 months, when we multiply it to year, it will now give us like 83 years or 3 months plus. So for just one night, you pray, you give alms, you do any good that you do that night will equal to as you've been worship God for the past 83 years. So that's a lot of things that Ramadan carries in. So that is why people are always looking for it to come.
Between like today now and Saturday, what is your advice to Muslims? What are they supposed to do in preparation for that Saturday coming?
And anyway, there's no preparation than preparing your mind down, and also because it is a kind of financial consumption month. It consumes money. It consumes a lot of money. You know, the other Eid al-Kabir, that Ilayya, something, is a day. You buy ram, you buy rice, you cook ram. But this one, you'll be eating in the evening, you'll be eating in dawn, you eat it. So for a month, even if there's no Ramadan, you might eat once in the afternoon and say, "Oh, I'm sleeping, I don't need to eat it." No. So that's why it's money consumption month. So what somebody needs to be preparing for is that how you will eat, and we need to reserve ourselves now, because it's a huge task that is coming. You understand? So, and be preparing your mind and getting your mind out of evils from now on, because as we just said that the more how much the reward, that is also how the sin during the month is so heavy, before God. Whatever you do, like something you do when there's no Ramadan and you do such in Ramadan, is your penalty might be double, because it shows you don't have the fear of Almighty Allah. So that is why you see then during that time you see so many, you can see a beer parlor with people will now vacate the beer parlor, the club. Even there is a non-club in Lagos here and Abuja. The owner is a Muslim and a very good Muslim. So he do close the club down for that 1 month, in respect of that holy month. So what we need to be preparing ourselves for now is the task of by somebody that if you don't pray before, start praying now, so that it will like somebody is acclimatizing somehow when you get to somewhere. So where you are fond of eating there are some people that they can't eat chewing-gum, granite, whatever. So be lowering it now, so that you won't be mistakenly chewing gum during Ramadan. So those are the things I think we need to prepare.
What advice would you give those who God has blessed with resources? What advice do you also give those who are not too buoyant, but who are looking at how do I cope with this?
Thank you very much, my brother. This is an opportunity for those that those are blessed by God. Ramadan is an opportunity for them. To showcase their humility and their fairness of God by giving less privileges, a kind of happiness that they won't be blaming God of how you created us during that month. So it might be publicly, it might be privately. They just need to. In some of Islamic countries, when it is like we are praying Tarawih on Friday and to start fasting on Saturday, every household will just be seeing packages in front of their house, without knowing who brought it there. Rice, beans, flowers. They pack it. They be dropping it in front of houses, because they don't even want them to know who brought it. And it's not government, it's individuals. During our time in school, then when we were in Egypt, Cairo, we used to travel down to Saudi Arabia to collect arms from these buoyant people, the people that are buoyant. So because they be giving you hear that somebody now every evening is giving $300 in that mosque. Whoever that come, you just line up. They just be. So being student, we do travel down from Cairo to Saudi Arabia then to collect. So because you collect today, tomorrow, for a good 1 month, you also, as a student then. So we can emulate such thing here by, we know each other. unless we are lying. We know who are not um, who are not buoyant, who are not so that blessed among us. We know. Even that's why they say, okay, if we don't know, we go to the imams. So like now in my society, I have like over 2 to 3 thousand followers. So I know their capacities, all of them. I know whom if we have 10 kilo of rice we can give. I know those, if it is 5 kilo of rice, I know those who are not in need of it. So that's why they say that the imams, the leaders. But nowadays things do change. Even the imam or the leaders, whatever even they give them to give others, they even go and sell it. Nowadays, that is the ironical of things nowadays. May Almighty Allah give us a mind of to fear Him. So because without fearness of God in anyone's mind, there's nothing we can do.
For those who God has blessed, is it compulsory that you must hold Islamic lectures or you must hold?
Not as compulsory, but we just see it as a gathering that you can offer whatever you want to do to Allah through His servants. You know, now if we gather for a lecture now, okay, we have like 500, 1,000 people there, and the host said, okay, by God's grace, I've made packages of food, fruits, water, everything. I've made like 1,500 packs for whoever that comes to this lecture. So from there, it's easier to distribute there because at times you cannot be knocking people's door that I want to give you something or whatever. This in kind of what we are now, particularly in this Nigeria. So, but those beliefs don't come in Ramadan. That I don't your man look at around me, I want to phone you look at but during Ramadan, nothing like that. So everybody knows that everybody are doing things because of Almighty Allah during that month of that is why they call it month of blessing.
What are the other things you would encourage Muslims to do during this period, apart from giving and then also obeying the laws of the Holy Quran? Are there other things?
The other things that not only Muslim, we encourage us to be peace, to be making peace within ourselves, making peace among our neighbors, making peace among our relatives, so that we can be living in harmony. Because all these religion preaches peace, preaches love. So I want us to love each other. Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you love somebody, you won't want any evil to happen to the person. Talk less of you yourself now harming the person. So if somebody can be so cruel to the extent of killing somebody, a human being like you, and be But in the body, that's so callous. So by this, what lost there is love. As my brother, as I love you now, to pain you will be somehow to me. That is why they say fi abẹ́rẹ́ gúnra ẹ̀ wò kó rí bó ṣe ń rí kó tó fi gún èèyàn ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀. Because if you know how it pinches, you know that you need not to harm other with it. So that let us live together with love and peace, so that living harmoniously among each other is only what we need. Your belief is your belief, my belief is my belief. Whatever each other believe in is left to every one of us. Provided we all because we all know that we are serving someone that is called what? God. So let's leave the rest to God. To judge, don't judge others. The problem we have is kind of a competition, unnecessary competition. My religion is the best. Your religion is the best. My town is the best. No, your town is the best. My cloth is the best. Your cloth. That is where we are having all this problem. Unnecessary competition. Whatever Sheikh does, I must do that. I must do also. Even do better than him. Why will you share that I'm older than? We'll be now using SUV and I'm still using Toyota Sienna. All these are unnecessary competitions. So from there, evil do come in people's mind. You can kill him. You can do this to him. You can. But if you have the fear of God and the love is in your heart, that even whatever belongs to Sheikh is destiny. And our destiny might not be the same. And a lot of samples are over there, are all out there. Barack Obama became US president at the age of 40 something, and retire or whatever at the age of 50 something. What he has done in just 55 years, it is what Donald Trump is now doing at 70 something, 79, 80. So God time is the best. God time has time for every one of us, for each one of us. God has time for us, in which we have to obey and we have to abide with. If not, we just either you overrun or whatever you